racetrack. Sitting down in front of us in the broadcast booth, a whole bunch of people with hats on with the color of Food City and the numerals on that car that show up very well. Jimmy Spencer is working traffic very, very well tonight.
He is. He's showing patience when he has to. He's being aggressive when he has to.
Dale Jarrett's in the wall in turn 4.
And there's a tire bouncing across the racetrack.
Dale Jarrett, again, we see the fuel burning in the exhaust pipes. The tire comes across the racetrack to the left as the field comes down and takes the checkered flag. And look at him fan out 6-7 wide there at the line.
Takes the caution flag as we come down. Well, Jarrett had a good run going tonight.
Yes, he did. He was in second position and had hoped to make it 2 in a row, but it didn't work out that way. Dale is okay. He's taken the gloves off, but obviously very disappointed.
You know he is. He was running second. And now I don't know where that tire came from. I wonder if that came off Jarrett's car.
Must have.
He's making some good time.
All the way down to turn 1. The ambulance arrives on the scene, but I think they're going to need it because Dale is taking off the helmet, taking out the earplugs, and will be climbing out of that Citgo Ford in a moment. Meanwhile, the leader, Spencer, is in. Right side rubber going on the car. And it'll be a 4-tire change, and Darrell Waltrip is also in down here at the end of pit road. Bill Elliott brings the Coors Light Ford in.
I saw some smoke in the back of Bill Elliott's car. I wonder what that was. Looked like a tire was rubbing or that coming out the exhaust. I don't know. There is Dale Jarrett. He's not going to make it 3 in a row, Ned.
No, sure isn't. Well, he's had a good week. He, of course, would like to have kept that roll going. Winning at Michigan last week, winning here last night in the Busch Grand National Series, but you're right, won't be 3 in a row.
Hasn't been a bad month for the Jarretts. About, what, 3 or 4 weeks ago, Ned was inducted in International Motorsports Hall of Fame down in Talladega, and then he gets to see his son win his first Winston Cup.
Let's take a look at the replay. This is real time.
Now I'm going to get to see him hit the wall. Looks like the right front tire might have gone down. Keeps it out there against the wall.
Making sure the car doesn't get down into anybody's way. Jerry Punch is with him.
Well, while he has climbed out of the car, jumped the pit wall, talked to Eddie Wood and Dale, what a difference a week makes. A tough fortune here. The car running awfully well. What happened out there?
I don't know if the tire went flat or blew out or something going into turn 3 there. Didn't give any warning. The car was driving good. I was just kind of biding my time and taking it easy. And just blew out going in there. Did the wall a ton. It's a shame that Citgo Ford was running good and had a shot to make it 2 in a row, but it's the brakes.
Dale Jarrett from the victory lane. He will exit here early at Bristol with a heavily damaged Citgo Ford. Gentlemen.
Glad to see that he's okay there as the crew is at the scene of the car. The pace car leading the field around with 256 laps completed out of 500. We're under caution for the 5th time tonight at Bristol International Raceway. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. This car remains on the racetrack. Dale is okay. The right front is missing. It bounded off the car and ended up down in turn number 1. Now watch from the roof cam. Watch very carefully on the right front of the car, and we think we see the tire rolling off of the car. Maybe a wheel broke. There it goes right there. Now watch the sparks indicating that it's making contact with the racetrack, and then boom, hard contact with the wall.
Yeah, I believe the wheel might have broken down as he came. Maybe the lug pattern broke out the center of the wheel or something of that nature, because we saw the wheel rolling down the racetrack, and there's no wheel on the Citgo Ford now. So,
well, of course, we saw earlier in the track fact how the crews put glue on the nuts, allowing them to get the tire on the car quickly and get it off quickly. Let's go to John Kernan, who has an update on this situation with this car.
Well, Ernie Irvin's crew, as you can see, got a load of tires from Dale Jarrett. Since Dale is out of the race, they've done the neighborly thing, and they have loaned another Virginia team a set of tires. Now, one other point I wanted to make about Ernie Irvin, he and Ken Schrader are 2 of the 7 cars on the lead lap, but they're the only 2 who are pitting on the backstretch. Ernie was running second when the caution came out. Because he had to pit here on the backstretch, he is now running 6th, and he'll have to make his way through traffic to get to the front.
Good point. That's the disadvantage of pitting on the backstretch. There is the Jarrett car on the hook, and it's over for Dale Jarrett. Our Western Auto race recap. shows that Jimmy Spencer is the leader. He's led 137 of the 250 laps, 4 cautions for 34 laps. We've had 7 lead changes among 6 drivers and the 12,000th lead change in Winston Cup modern-day history. Average speed 84.6 miles an hour. Those that have led: Spencer, Darrell Waltrip, Terry Labonte, Michael Waltrip, Rusty Wallace, and Davey Allison. Cars out of the race, only 2 at the moment: Jeff Bodine and Dale Jarrett. Now, the Western Auto Mechanic of the Year standings. Larry McReynolds from Davey Allison's crew is on top, 8 points over Tony Glover from Ernie Irvin's crew. Robin Pemberton on Mark Martin's crew is 3rd, then Danny Glad and Kirk Shelmerdine from Dale Earnhardt. Top 5 in the Western Auto Mechanic of the Year standings. They continue to clean the track up in turn number 4, where Dale Jarrett had contact with it. So we'll take another break with 261 laps gone.